Welcome back, I guess I should say.
Fireside chats.
Yeah, we're doing a new thingy here. It is hot as hell.
Yeah, these lights
I'm
are
gonna be
not
honest
fun.
with you.
These lights are not fun at all.
But you asked for it. You asked for better lighting. You asked for a quick intro. So this is Hardly Any Hesitation Sports video podcast version.
Cool. We're starting off the podcast with a video format. So we're going to be running through our, not final mock draft.
I'd say this is 3.
This is
mock
3.
draft 3.
Mock draft 3. 3.0. Okay. As always, I'm Fro.
And I'm So.
And this is episode 43. Mock draft 3.0. All right. So without further ado.
Just go back and forth, I think.
Yeah.
That's the move.
One and
back
one.
And forth. Yep.
Okay. You start us off.
Okay, so first person, Trevor Lawrence. Obviously, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't think there's
This is consensus.
much to be said. Obviously, Trevor's on yours too.
Absolutely.
We're just going to keep it that because everyone's and their mother has talked about Trevor Lawrence.
Absolutely. No need to reinvent the wheel. Kid's obviously the best quarterback prospect, and quarterbacks are the most desired position in the NFL. Fills a need. Urban Meyer doesn't come out of retirement for anything. Number 2, I think this is consensus as well. Zach Wilson.
It's getting close to it.
Yeah.
It's pretty much locked.
Zach Wilson feels, again, like a lock. This is days after the news with our boy Sam Darnold getting traded to the Panthers. So I feel like this is what everyone and their mother is talking about. So this feels like a lock too. Now, before we get into 3, obviously the first 2 picks are chalk at this point. But this is a should draft rather than what we think will happen, okay? So what we think should happen.
100%.
Okay, just before we get
Although
flame-o'd.
I did, to some degree, go off of a little bit how they were.
Okay.
So not 100% my choice. Like, I'd say like 80% me, 20% them.
90-10 for me.
Okay.
Because there's like one.
Because there's some
there.
points where I'm like, there's no way they'll do that. Like,
Okay.
it's so impossible, or the way I feel about that is so far off.
Got it.
Even though I would do it,
Sure.
like, it's not realistic to put for a mock.
Okay.
So that's how I felt.
That's fair. All right, who do you have at 3?
Justin Fields.
Same.
Okay. So we're there. Justin Fields, to me, we've talked about this ad nauseum last episode, has, I would say, Trey Lance in terms of top end, where he could be probably a slightly higher ceiling, but I would take Fields, the higher floor, and a very comparable ceiling.
Cool.
So that's where I'm at.
I'm totally there
Not
with
Mac
you.
Jones.
Not Mac Jones.
Not Mac-
Whatever
under
it is
any
not
circumstance,
Mac Jones.
it's not Mac Jones.
It's not Mac Jones.
Period, comma. That's it.
Sign, seal, deliver. It is not Mac
I
Jones.
licked the envelope. It's not Mac Jones.
Sent.
That's it.
That's all I know,
right.
that it's not Mac Jones. If you want to watch our recap on Justin Field versus Mac Jones, watch last episode. All right.
If it's Mac Jones, do we spit on someone? Who do we spitting on?
I'm spitting on someone. Chris Sims,
someone.
most notably.
Someone.
Come fight me, Chris Sims.
said
All right. Number 4,
I'm sure you got a blockbuster here because I have a blockbuster as well.
Kyle Pitts. I got the
Oh.
Falcons sticking.
Okay.
I got the Falcons sticking here.
Okay.
Hear me out. Let me reason for myself before, okay? Again, this was my kind of my inspiration in the mock 2.0 as well. This is Arthur Smith's first time getting a head coaching job. They are in a win now window. Not in that they're going to make a Super Bowl run by any stretch of the imagination, but I think
No.
yeah, absolutely not. But I think with Ridley, Jones, Pitts, Matt Ryan, they're going to win some games in a division that got worse this offseason, I think.
Yeah.
So with that being said, again, I don't think they can win the division. That's not what I'm trying to say here. But he needs to win games now. And it's an unfortunate state that, I mean, coaches are getting shorter and shorter tenures in the NFL. So
They don't have a lot of years.
Kyle Pitts makes the most sense in terms of
Win now.
wins now.
Okay. So I have a blockbuster here.
Oh,
I feel like the teams looking for a quarterback are now really the Broncos and potentially, I guess you could say, Miami, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But really, who has to jump, or the team that was willing to trade, where I think the Falcons want to trade out,
reports
is
coming
going
out
to have
today.
to jump the Broncos. So I have the Patriots selecting Trey Lance at number 4 for a first, this year's first,
Golly.
next year's first, and 2/3. I think the Falcons are going to value some.
I like that fit.
The Falcons need more picks than anything else. Also, I feel like that the Patriots want to ensure they have a quarterback succession plan, because I don't think Cam Newton's the long-term solution.
Not that.
Although I do think he'll play well this year. Get Trey Lance.
Okay.
Cam Newton is.
I like it.
Cam Newton has played at a level where Trey Lance wants to be someday.
Correct.
So I feel like it just makes sense. Plus,
it's good for his.
He's a project, so you gotta sit him for a while.
I like that. And if anything, it would be a lot of fun to see Josh McDaniels with Trey Lance.
Plus, they have 9 picks this year. How much do they really need?
Exactly. No, I'm with you there.
Plus, they attacked free agency hard.
Exactly. So they filled a lot of those needs. I like that. I like that take. All right. At 5
quarterbacks, I have 4 in the first 4.
First 4. That's insane. Now, I think we're consensus at 5.
Nope.
Oh, I like it. I got Penei Sewell going 5.
I got Jamar Chase.
Oh.
Yeah. I think.
Is this should versus would?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they
or
should
will
take
versus
Penei.
Should.
But the Riley Reef move makes me think they're not taking Penei.
Okay.
And I think Joe Burrow wouldn't have allowed. I think Joe Burrow would prefer them to take Jamar Chase here.
See,
as ignorant as that might sound from alignment, I don't think they would have gone Riley Reef if they were going to take Penei.
Okay. See, I don't think you can have enough offensive linemen.
I agree.
And there's talks, rumors, obviously, about Penei getting bounced inside, which I don't know if I agree with. It does feel stupid. He's got the arm length. So I think you got to protect your quarterback of the future. There's so much wide receiver depth, not only in this draft, but it's seeming like value of wide receivers is like flatlining, honest to God. In that, I mean, let's take a look at the past.
Well, they're doing so much better.
Second rounds. A.J. Brown.
First year, really.
Debo Samuel. DK Metcalf. Terry McLaurin.
Is that correlated to the quarterback play also becoming so much better? That they're already playing with a lot of good quarterbacks coming out?
I mean, that could be it. But Terry McLaurin?
Yeah, who would have saw that?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's... I mean, I like Ryan Tannehill, but A.J. Brown has transcended. That kid's insane. I would take him over DK, but that's a different conversation.
Okay.
So, Penei Sewell at 5. Protect your quarterback. And then you're picking at the top of the second, too. You could easily get a Rondale Moore. Elijah Moore might slip.
I think Jamar Chase is significantly better than the next wide receiver.
That is 100% true. But is he worth a number 5 slated spot? What's worth more to you?
Here's
day one starting
I think Jamar
tackle.
Chase is better than the next wide receiver, whoever you want to put it as. Then Penei is better than Rashaan. Slater is better than. And I feel like the tackle class is deep enough to where they can, that second round pick, they can use it on a tackle and get comparable results for the O-line.
See, I'm going to have to disagree. I'm going to have to disagree with you.
I don't think you'll find Jamar Chase in this top of the second.
Sure, but I can get Diami Brown in the top of the second, who's 70% is good. Okay.
Nope.
All right.
So
number 6, who do you got?
Penei.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. Going to the Dolphins.
I feel like this was also important because that's why I felt like the Patriots needed to go all the way to 4 to make that selection.
Okay.
Because if the Dolphins guy was Trey Lance,
sure.
Because there's got to be a reason why they went back to 6 other than Penei. Penei's good.
Sure.
It's not worth going back.
Another first rounder.
Yeah.
Because that's what they gave up to get from 12
I know
to
they
6.
have a lot. It feels like they, like I said last episode, if they're going 6, they're in a spot to either trade out if their guy gets taken or stick. But it feels like, I don't know, because Trey Lance is taken. I think they'd go.
Hey, that's if you're going to build around Tua Tagovailoa, then it makes sense. They got Austin Jackson in the first last year. They picked up Isaiah Wilson, but then waived him right after. There was some off-the-field stuff.
He's a scumbag.
He is a scumbag. Watch that video. Him dancing shirtless on top of the roof. Ridiculous.
And I'm all about shirtless dancing. Not
all
like
right.
that.
We have the same wavelength. At 6, I have the New England Patriots trading up, swapping trades with the Dolphins, picking up Trey Lance.
I would high-five you, but they're in the division. I feel like that's impossible.
I mean,
You didn't think that,
no,
did
no,
you?
I did.
Okay.
But I think it's like they're going to throw so much at them
Okay.
that it's like, well, we kind of have to.
Mm-hmm.
And top to bottom, the Dolphins roster is way better than the Patriots.
Yeah.
So I think this is a...
I feel like the Dolphins wouldn't allow them to get Trey Lance. Because what? Trey Lance hits, and now they have to deal with that for the next 12 years? And you're solely responsible for them getting Trey Lance?
Fudge.
Yeah. I didn't think
That was a
about
little bit of an oversight. I'm not going to lie. I'm not
Wrecked
going to
the
lie.
whole mock right there. Gone. All right. No, I don't hate your thinking. I think we had the same train of thought. You just didn't consider the Dolphins like screwing themselves over, possibly.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Old Bubble Bass. Bubble Bass. Rethink that over.
I kind of want to redo this
No,
video.
it's too late now.
All
It's too
right.
late now.
We're keep
You're
rolling.
an idiot.
I look so stupid on camera right now. Oh my gosh. This is draft 3.0. There will be a draft 4.0 after this. Redeem myself.
7. Micah Parsons.
Yep, consensus.
I feel like
Don't overthink it.
yeah, don't take a quarterback here. If anything, they could trade. See, I was gonna have the line straight up, but because the
I could
top 4 are
almost feel that
gone,
too.
I don't think anybody's gonna give up enough to make it worth a trade out.
Okay.
Because who you trade? Like you're gonna give up 2 firsts for Mac Jones? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Would it take 2 firsts to move up to 7?
Whatever. This year's first and
Next
2
year's.
seconds,
Okay.
something like that.
Sure.
For a quarterback, yeah.
But if it's your guy, there's no value high
Those
enough,
are
I
idiots.
guess.
Someone's
I
an
don't know.
idiot in someone in the NFL is valuing Mac Jones over Trevor Lawrence.
Someone, somewhere. His name's Chris Sims. All right. So I have
Never
at
be
8,
my GM.
I have at 8 the Panthers trading out with the Chicago Bears for Mac Jones.
Oh, that's not that. Never mind. For Mac Jones
Yes.
with the Bears.
So, again, Nagy, win now, run his system. Again, I don't think it makes too much sense.
No.
I think this
No.
will happen. I think this will happen. The
think the
Bears
Bears
have
are
to make a
trading it.
splash. The Bears have to make a splash. And the Panthers got their quarterback. They get some of the real estate back that they traded for Sam Darnold. It's a little wacky, but I really think Nagy and Pace, well, I mean, I don't think, I know they're on the hot seat. So with this, at least it's splash. At least it's jerseys,
minimum.
butts in seats. We have a new quarterback. I mean, what else? I mean, that's really where I'm at with this mentally.
Okay. I don't hate that. I do hate it, but I get your thinking behind that.
You see what I'm saying?
So they trade all the way from 8. I guess with Sam Darnold now, they don't have to.
Exactly. So they get some of their real estate back that they traded for him. This is one of my, I think, will happen versus
Okay.
should happen.
Okay, I don't hate it.
It's ignorant. It's ignorant.
At 8, I have the Panthers selecting Kyle Pitts to pair with Sam Darnold.
That's nice. I like that.
That'd be pretty sick.
I like
There's
that.
receiving core. Obviously, they're missing Curtis Samuel next year,
Which
so
hurts.
yeah. So I think that fills their hole.
All right, number 9, Denver Broncos. Who do you have?
Mac Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I think the Broncos. I think Mac Jones is better than Drew Lock, so I think they upgrade. Although
I might have to agree.
it's a good spot to be in if
And to have him slide, you don't have to trade up.
yeah.
But see, I just think
Plus you're pairing him with Jerry Judy again.
Cortland Sutton,
Yeah. And they have a
KJ
nice receiving
Hamler.
core. It feels like
Melvin
that's the
Ingram.
thing with Drew Lock. I feel like
Melvin
they
Gordon,
could have
forgive
gone.
me.
They could have been an 8-8 team last year if Drew Lock could have just played average.
Yeah,
he
that
couldn't.
defense was
he
good.
couldn't stay average. He was
Yeah.
so up and down.
exactly.
So if you could just get Mac Jones, or
He'll just
they
at
could-
least
they could-
consistently be mediocre.
yeah,
Okay.
consistently be mediocre.
That's
a good way to
fair.
put it.
And hey, I mean that division's only getting better, so
Yeah.
you got to make a play like that. All right, I don't hate it. All right, at number 10, I have your Dallas Cowboys selecting Rashaan Slater.
Same.
Ooh,
And I debated
Hot
this.
damn, bro.
I debated this a long time in
Same.
my mind because I think Patrick Surtain is the best. I think Caleb Farley and Patrick Surtain are the top of the class.
Oh, I didn't say who I had at 9. Broncos taking Surtain.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so that makes more sense.
Right.
But I was going to have them take Surtain here. But my thing is, in this division, if you're playing the division, D-line in this division
exactly
is
where my head
excellent.
was at.
And you haven't had a healthy O-line in like 2.5 years, 3 years.
Maybe more than that.
So you get Rashaan Slater. You can either play him at tackle in the event that Tyron Smith goes out again in a 17-game season, or at guard, replacing either Connor Williams. I mean, they moved Zach Martin all over the place last year. So
I was reading some statistics.
Dude.
They were comparing Rashaan Slater with Ali Marpet and Joel Bitonio. Okay, 2 Pro Bowlers, 2 All-Pros. And he had the same length of arm. He was a little bit heavier.
Oh, I think Rashaan
faster
Slater,
40, faster 3-cone, better bench.
I think Rashaan
He's going to be
Slater
legit. And a better vertical and broad jump.
is this year's Tristan Wirf to me.
Yeah.
I think that's
Absolutely.
the level. I had Tristan Wirf as the top tackle last year.
I think I did too.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we both
I think
did.
Rashaan Slater. I think Penne's ceiling is higher, but Rashaan Slater has a higher floor
Correct.
and comparable ceiling.
Correct.
Like I think, dude. I mean, if you had a healthy Tyron Smith, now you could put him at left guard.
Sure.
Center is whoever you want to fill in there. Kevin Looney, if you want to throw him back in there.
Yeah.
Zach Martin, Leo Collins. That's a stacked
That is a
O-line.
stacked O-line.
And now you get back to what the Cowboys dominated the East with, which was the O-line. Plus, you have Chase Young. If Tyron Smith goes out and Chase Young in his second year takes that leap, good luck being the Washington football team.
Yeah.
Good luck. They're
Yeah.
going to win the division.
And that was my thinking too, picking Slater here versus like J.C. Horn
Yeah.
or even, I mean, I don't mean to disrespect you, but your boy Jerry's dumb enough to take like Caleb Farley at 10. Let's be real honest with one another.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't
anyways,
think Caleb Farley. No. Because
my
he's not
thinking
a real star like splash to him. He's a solid corner, but like I don't know. The Cowboys always go for splash plays.
That's fair. That's fair. So what my thinking was, you just pay Dak all this money. You got to keep your most expensive asset protected. So Rashaan Slater's the fit
true,
here.
too.
That's a lock.
I'm
I love
worried
that.
if Kyle Pitts falls out of the top, like falls to the Cowboys. I'm
They
worried
could scoop him.
I hope not.
They could. They would. You saw it happen last
Too many
year.
mouths to feed if they
Saw
get
it happen last year.
All
All
right.
right, 11. I have my first receiver off the board, Jamar Chase, New York Giants.
All right.
I think I want tackle here.
I don't hate
want
it.
tackle here. Now, they do get Nate Solder back this year, back
Mm-hmm.
from COVID. So I want tackle here. But I really think, man, they're just going to throw everything at Daniel Jones just to see if it sticks. And, I mean, Jamar Chase slipping to 11 is pretty nice, too.
Yeah. I have Darisaw going at 11.
Okay. That's a bit of a reach.
I feel like because they signed Galladay, I think it took them out of the wide receiver conversation at that pick.
Okay.
I would just say Darisaw while they're waiting to replace Nate Solder. I think that's the
Okay.
move.
Okay. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Who do you have at 12 with the Eagles?
Jalen Waddle.
Same.
I think they're looking for a splash player.
They
And
need to be interesting. They're not interesting.
I almost didn't take it here because I felt like they took wide receivers the past 2-3 drafts.
But they whiffed.
at high picks. Yeah.
Jalen Reagor, that's a whiff.
Yeah. So Jalen Waddle
Same.
amps it up.
Splash. And then you get that Alabama Jalen Hurts connection.
Yeah.
While it's limited,
I think
I
Darisaw's a reach.
I
Sorry.
have them going at 13 to the Chargers, though. They're going to
Okay.
protect Justin Herbert
Okay.
here. They're going to protect Justin Herbert here.
Okay.
Let me guess. You got Devontae going here?
Nope. J.C. Horn.
Oh, nice pick. That's a
So,
good fit. That's a good fit.
Yeah, I feel like they do need secondary help.
Mhm.
Hopefully, a healthy Derwin James helps them a lot. But they addressed it enough in free agency where I feel like they're going to hit it in the back or the second or third round, the
Okay.
tackle spot.
That's not terrible. I mean, you could even see like a. I mean, who would be Raduns could have slipped there, North Dakota State tackle. So I mean, Sam Cosme, he'll be good at the top of the second. Alex Leatherwood, so that's not bad. That's not a bad take. I don't hate that, but I do think Darisaw is 20% better than Leatherwood be entering the NFL. So that's why I like Darisaw there. 14, I have the Minnesota Vikings selecting J.C. Horn.
I have Patrick Surtain.
Okay,
I
so
do
we're
see
on the
Horn.
same.
I don't know. I've heard a lot more buzz about Horn lately, and I
Okay.
just feel like
His
some
pro day
teams
was
gonna
sick.
fall in love with Horn
Mhm.
more than Surtain,
Okay.
and the Vikings scoop him up is a perfect fit. I think fits their mold of a bigger corner.
That's what I mean.
Back
He's a
when
big
Xavier
athletic guy.
Rhodes was
that was
doing his
sick.
thing.
That was sick.
All right. So at 15 now, I have the Falcons. Because of the trade to the Patriots.
Mhm.
I have them picking up Kwity Paye.
It's not bad.
Edge. I'm not in love with this pick.
Nor am I.
But I feel like they're just gonna take their highest grade off the board
Okay.
and address a decent need. I mean, they just need so much help everywhere. That's why I think a trade out really does
Quarterbacks
benefit them.
and edge rushers.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong picking there. So
Yeah,
I
Kwity
have
Paye.
the Dolphins now at 15.
Dumbass.
Lord have mercy. Picking up Devontae Smith. Okay. They're addressing receiver. While I do think they slip back, I mean, I'm going to have to rework this for Mock 4.0.
You're going to.
I will.
Give them their franchise
I didn't even
quarterback.
think about
Why don't
that.
I just gift them the franchise?
That was pretty stupid.
All right.
But Devontae Smith is the fit here.
You go, I did consider that. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You considered it for like 2
overthought it.
years.
Yeah.
No, 2 years?
Yeah.
He won't be starting for 2 years. Like, nope. All right. 16. Did you say you're 16?
Who do you have at 16?
Christian Barmore.
Okay.
I think he's the best D tackle.
Fudge. That feels
And
like
this is a weak D
It
line
is,
class.
it is.
But I think he's much better than the next guy.
correct.
So
Whereas, okay, I like that. Whereas Edge just seems to be this homogenous glob
Yeah.
of suck.
yeah,
Or just-
Barmore I think is
He's
is,
light years above the number
Yeah,
2
he's the
defensive-
clear cut best
Okay.
one.
I don't hate
And
that. I don't hate that.
plus you have JJ Watt, Chandler Jones now reinforce the interior now.
Mhm.
I feel like that's a great move for their defense going forward.
Okay. I like it. I have Kwity Paye going 16. I think they're really old at edge, and they're expensive at edge.
I feel like Kwity Paye's gonna play D tackle in the league.
He could. He's big, 280.
He's like thick.
He could play 3 tech.
Yeah. Not
You know
like
what
a
I'm saying?
not a true nose.
No, absolutely not.
No,
but
like
he
a
could
3-tech.
play the 3 tech.
I don't think he's an edge in the league.
Maybe
I know
not.
he's a
He feels
freak.
stiff. Now, he is a physical freak.
No, he's fast. He's agile.
Mhm.
His pro day was off the charts, but I feel like just watching his tape, he doesn't strike me as he's not a pass rush specialist. He's not a run. Like I feel like he'd be more suited for the 3 technique in the league.
I think so too. I mean, he put up 36 reps on the bench.
No,
which
he's
is
a freak.
disgusting.
But he's so
6'2",
big, I feel like-
260. But he's really he'll play at 275. So 4.52, that is insane. I mean, 36-inch vertical jump.
No, he's explosive.
At that
He's a freak.
size, he could definitely play the 3 tech. And he could get reps now. Chandler Jones, J.J. Watt, Kwity Paye could be kind of nice.
Yeah.
All right, at 17, I have J.O.K. or Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Same.
He
They
fills a
have
lot of needs for
terrible
them.
secondary
Correct.
and bad linebacker core. You get kind of a mixture of both.
Exactly.
Only the Raiders should screw this up. I could totally see them getting like Devontae Smith here.
Yeah.
I could,
honest to
or
God.
like, oh my god,
Bateman.
like it
Bateman.
would kill me, bro. I would be so upset if they do not get the JOK is available.
J.O.K.
Here. You
is
better
sick.
take him.
J.O.K. is
All right.
sick.
At 18, Devontae Smith. So
Elijah
we had the
Vera
same.
Tucker.
Dolphins got Devontae in
Uh-huh.
both of our mocks. I think it makes much more sense for them to scoop him up at the back.
Why wouldn't you?
People have mocked him in the top 10.
Sure.
Stop.
Yeah.
You could
doesn't
pick
make
him up in
sense.
the back.
Absolutely. I mean, just look at the wide receiver depth. Honest to God, I don't see.
Wait, so who's 18 in your mock? Oh, it's still the Dolphins.
It would be the Dolphins.
Still, because-
I have Elijah Vera Tucker.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
again, we have it just a little bit different. We have wide receiver and O lineman flipped.
Yeah.
Now we both have them addressing wide receiver
Yeah.
and O lineman. So I think that's a good fit right there.
19.
Washington football team.
Caleb Farley.
Oh, nice. See, I have Greg Newsome going ahead of him.
Oh, wow. I think Caleb Farley's back injury is for real, like scary,
Mm-hmm.
and it depends on it. But I think the upside potential in a Ron Rivera system with a true shutdown, lockdown corner
Mm-hmm.
is stupid.
Is sick.
So,
We have them both addressing corner, though.
boy, Caleb Farley, he could
If
be,
healthy.
If healthy, he's the best.
With Ron
corner.
Rivera is the best corner in this draft class.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree. I just have Greg Newsome.
He's such a
feels
freak.
safer at this pick. Plus, the kid ran a 4.38 at his pro day, so he's going to be flying around the field. Kid can hit. I like it a lot. Number 20. Now, this is my Panthers here now, okay, because I had him trading with the Bears. Rashad Bateman.
I don't hate that. So,
to address the Curtis Samuel, give Darnold some more weapons. Rashad Bateman at 20.
Still have Robbie Anderson. I don't hate that. I think they do need some weapons for. Yeah, I don't hate that at all.
Okay.
20, I have the Bears still.
Yep.
Elijah Vera Tucker. I think they are going forward for at least this year with Andy Dalton.
Okay.
And if you're going to try to win games with Andy Dalton, you need to give him some protection.
That's fair.
And their O-line needs some help.
I like it. Who do you have at 21?
The Colts taking Jalen Phillips.
Oh, okay. We're a little bit different. I have him addressing wide receiver versus edge. I have Elijah Moore going here at 21, addressing the wide receiver lack of depth.
I think they re-signed T.Y.
They did, but he's ancient at this point.
They don't have a true number one wide receiver. I just think Jalen Phillips' upside is high, plus they don't have a huge glaring hole. So I just
always
think,
good to get more pass rushers. That's not a bad take.
Plus, you're in a division with now it's going to be Trevor Lawrence, Tannehill. Got it.
Yeah, that's
Tannehill.
it on that one. He who shall not be named in Houston.
Yeah, because I was going to name like fast. You know. Who.
Slow down.
We're not accusing anybody
fast
of anything,
to expose himself.
I need the. Yeah.
You goon.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't hate the move. I don't hate the move. Jalen Phillips there. I don't hate the move.
Not bad. 22. Who do you have the Titans taking?
Greg Newsom.
Oh, okay. I like
They need to address the Adoree.
That's not terrible. I think Vrabel is so concerned about pass rush, they're going to take Jason Owe here. Physical
I don't hate that. Yeah.
freak.
I think Owe is going to have a better career than Kwity Paye, to be honest. I just think how they're ranked right now, I wouldn't put... On paper, Kwity Paye is better, but
okay.
I feel like Owe is going to have a better career.
Okay. I like it a lot. 23, the New York Jets are selecting via the Seattle Seahawks. Who do you have them taking?
Tevin Jenkins, Oklahoma State.
Not bad.
I think
not bad.
Yeah,
it's a good mock.
If you got Zach Wilson now you got Mekhi Becton and Tevin Jenkins. Talk about two bookends.
Sure.
And plus, I feel like they addressed enough of their weapons where they don't need to take a wide receiver here. That was the other spot I thought about going.
Okay.
But
I don't hate it. I looked at the division here, and obviously Saleh is a defensive coordinator. I have him addressing edge, Azeez Ojulari.
I don't hate that.
You look at the division,
yeah.
Everyone's getting their quarterbacks. I mean, where I think you can get some fringe starters in the second, third round with, this deep tackle draft. So I really like the pick here at Azeez Ojulari, proven edge rusher. So,
all right, another blockbuster here. It was a slow period. 24, Pittsburgh Steelers, Kellen Mond. First round.
No,
he makes it the
you
first round.
have him reaching like that.
6 quarterbacks in the first round.
Wow.
Here's what my thing.
I don't know if that's been mocked yet. I don't know if Kellen's been mocked in the first round yet.
Phil Simms ain't done it.
Chris Sims.
Yeah, Chris Sims, not the good one. Kellen Mond, I would not do this. This is where the 20% of like what I think is going to happen. I feel like Kellen Mond's going somewhere in the first round. 100%. I would bet money on it.
Really?
Real money on that. And I think of all the teams here, besides the Bears, that was the other spot I was thinking.
Okay.
I feel like Pittsburgh is going to have to make a move at some point.
Yeah.
And I think waiting till next year's draft, because I feel like Big Ben, this is almost without a doubt his last year in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I don't know if it's his last year playing or whatever.
Sure.
So I think next year's draft is so poor at quarterback. They need to address it now, and I think they're going to.
And they're always going to be okay with Tomlin. They're never going to be in that top 5 window to where they can actually scoop someone.
Kellen Mond's better than Mason Rudolph is, I would say, coming out of college.
Probably. Although I was kind of
better than Dobbs.
On Mason Rudolph.
We thought he was good the first couple of games.
I thought Mason Rudolph, coming from that Big 12 big arm system, could have been nice, but
obviously
we
I don't hate Kellen Mond here. A year to learn behind it. Plus, The athleticism, obviously. He ran, I think, a 4.5, which is probably more a 4.6.
Sure.
And plus, big, cold weather. Got a lot going
It's
for
not
him.
bad. I don't hate
I feel
it.
like it fits Tomlin.
I don't hate it. Now, obviously, I don't have him going 24. I have Tevin Jenkins.
Oh,
safe.
a much smarter move.
Yeah.
Much smarter.
Safe tackle. They might lose Villanueva. Still not re-signed. So they're wanting to address the run game, I guess. So picking up a big physical
They
tackle.
do need a center now.
Yeah, and that too. And David DeCastro's getting old, so
I was going to go
I don't
Landon
know.
Dickerson if I wasn't going to go
Ooh, at
Hellenberg.
24?
Yeah.
Okay, not bad.
25, I have Alex Leatherwood going to the Jaguars.
That's a reach.
It's a reach, but at the same time, I was looking at the tackles still left on the board.
Over Cosme and Walker Little.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
Alex Leatherwood fits. I don't know. I feel like Urban, from what I saw
Likes
of him,
pedigree.
when I saw of him at Ohio State, a lot of down run, like power running game.
Sure.
So I feel like an Alex Leatherwood, who I feel is a better run blocker than pass blocker at the moment, fits more him.
His style, his
Yeah.
scheme. Okay.
Plus, he's a big body.
He is a big body. And he can play inside.
Yeah.
So
That's what I mean. Versatility.
I like
too.
that. I like that.
It's
Not
a bit
bad.
of a reach, but I think they need to address tackle, and I think he would value his skill set over the
Okay.
guys behind.
At 25, I have them taking value, pass rusher, Christian Barmore.
Yeah.
See,
hate it.
it's
They
not
have so many
sexy.
holes. They have a lot of holes.
That's what I mean. So, and it's been proven in the NFL. If you can get pressure from the 3 to nose, that it's lights out.
They need
It's
pressure
game
all across
over.
the board, though.
But what I'm saying is, instead of reaching on like maybe a Jalen Phillips here,
Yeah.
I like getting a known commodity. Christian Barmore, 25, makes a lot of sense. 26, Cleveland Browns. You might like this one. Caleb Farley.
Oh,
I have him
Caleb Forrest
slipping this
that
far. I have him
Okay.
slipping this far.
I
The back
love
stuff
that
makes
move.
me nervous.
I love that move.
Huge move.
I win Zaven Collins.
Ooh,
I think it's
like
a safer
that.
move.
That is safer. Especially with the Browns' weakness being secondary.
Yeah.
This kid might not work out. So
Yeah. And I like Zaven Collins sideline to sideline. I think he
Okay.
works out.
I like that. I like that.
At 27, Baltimore Ravens, I have them selecting Jason Owe.
Oh,
Sort of as a replacement for losing
Judon
yeah,
and Ngakwe.
Yeah. So their replacement there.
Okay.
I think they find another freak athlete to build in that system. Plus,
Yeah,
they're
no
really good
kidding.
at developing pass
They
rush.
are. They
So
are. That's not a
I
bad
think
take.
Owe's a great building block.
I have Owe going a lot higher though. I just think physically the kid's insane. At 27,
I just think that was my thing with the edges. They're so close together. I feel like I wouldn't doubt that some of these dudes are just going to slip out of the first round because people aren't sure who's exactly ahead of the other.
exactly.
So
I don't want to take the first edge.
No,
I don't want to be.
I don't want to take the first D tackle.
I don't want to take the first edge. It makes
Yeah.
me nervous. So 27, I have them addressing wide receiver over edge. Kind of a reach here, but I think this is all to placate Lamar. Terrace Marshall Jr. out of LSU. Big body, physical.
Boy, I'm surprised you took so many wide receivers.
I know. It's
took
not
barely
me.
any.
It's not me, but I see it going. So
28, the New Orleans Saints select Asante Samuel Jr., cornerback out of
Okay.
Florida State.
Okay.
This is in no small part to Marshawn Lattimore
Marshawn
becoming
Lattimore.
a douchebag. So, like, I wouldn't have picked this without Marshawn going to jail for having...
I have him going secondary too. Trayvon Moehrig.
Yeah.
All around safety.
My
Again,
thing was,
addressing
they
the
do have
Marshawn Lattimore.
Marcus Williams still.
I
and
understand.
I think Jenkins is still there.
He is, but
So-
old.
Yeah.
And in a more pass-happy NFL, they did lose Janoris Jenkins, though.
Yeah.
So that it just made a lot of sense to me, and they
Yeah,
might
I
lose
think-
Marshawn Lattimore.
I think Trayvon Moorwig's better than Asante Samuel. but
absolutely.
I think just in terms of pure position.
I'm really high on Trayvon Moehrig. I would not be shocked if he goes top 20. Honest to God,
Yeah.
huge.
29, I have the Green Bay Packers selecting Rondale
Rondale
Moore.
Moore. Yeah.
I've been mocking this, I think, every
Me
single
too.
time because
Me
I
too.
want the universe to feel it. Like, come on, just give Aaron Rodgers one more toy.
Yo, Rondale Moore is fresh. I love Rondale Moore.
Plus, it's perfect
Huge.
because with next to Devontae Adams.
Sure.
That's going to be perfect. Like they I feel like are going to mix so well together.
Absolutely.
They both have completely different skill sets.
Absolutely. All right, at 30, I have the Buffalo Bills selecting Jalen Phillips.
Wow.
Addressing edge.
Right.
I am slipping a little bit.
I have the Bills selecting Wyatt
The
Davis.
concussion stuff makes me nervous. Okay.
Wyatt Davis.
I like that. I actually love that.
I think he's the best guard remaining
Correct.
at that point.
Correct.
And I don't think they're taking running back. Despite
They're
what
not
everyone
taking
thinks.
running back.
Yeah.
They're not taking running. Stop. Readdress yourself. Okay, look yourself in the mirror.
Think about it
They
one
are
more
not taking running back. Okay?
They're not.
They're not taking running back.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Yeah. I don't hate either of those. J.J. Phillips makes a lot of sense there. They do need a for real pass rush.
Absolutely.
Walker Little to the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes. We keep
Big
doing it.
Blaine. Big Blaine.
Yeah, definitely.
This is a hole they didn't need to have,
But they created for
but
themselves.
they created for themselves.
Wait, PFF's thing is weird. They graded that as a C minus.
Huh.
Like what?
Idiots.
Excuse me?
Idiots.
You
Let me
know
get a hold of
football?
that big board.
Do you know football?
Apparently
What
not.
are they? Let them take another wide receiver.
Apparently not. And then at 32, I have the Super Bowl champion, Tampa Bay Buccaneers selecting Javon Holland. Another freak for Todd Bowles to mess around with on defense. I think there's not a whole lot of holes while they were very young in the secondary last year. Throw in a hybrid. Javon Holland is being talked about being a slot corner. He could also play safety, as he proved at Oregon. All-around athlete. I think this is a really good pick.
Trayvon Moehrig.
Okay, so our
I
heads
couldn't
are on
have
the same way.
Trayvon falling out of the first.
No, you
And I
couldn't.
think, although they hit secondary hard, they've been hitting secondary hard. It makes tons of sense for them
Why
to get
wouldn't
another
they?
safety.
Why wouldn't they? Look at the impact the secondary had in the NFC Championship.
Especially hybrid players that can play a good amount of positions. Gives you so much versatility on defense.
Todd Bowles. If I want him in any situation, it's Todd Bowles' defense.
Holy cow. It's a long video.
That is a long video.
All right. Well, for those listening to the podcast only and not the video, we're going to hit an ad real quick. For those watching on the video, appreciate you. Please subscribe. We're going to try to do this once a week, I think.
There we go.
think
Hardly
that's what
any
we're going with.
hesitation. As always, I'm Fro.
And I'm So.
And we'll catch you next time.
Dolphins. The Dolphins. You let that get to you.
Yeah, I did.